Alright, so this was like a big deal match for me because I flew out to Texas to do this one. Because I flew out all the way to Texas, I just chose to shoot in two-gun division. It makes it a lot easier, just one less gun logistically to deal with traveling long distances with. So, let's get into it. First stage here starts with some pretty close rifle. See, I get to run by and act like John Wick. That's kind of always fun. I shot that first steel twice because in all of like the matches by me, you have to shoot double tap steel all the time, and that's just like hard muscle memory kicking in here. Thankfully, that's the only time I do that during the match. I also forget a position here a little bit and have to take a step to the side. That's just an error in stage execution versus my stage plan. Ultimately, first stage went pretty well though. Alright, so the second one is a big long jungle run that normally would be shotgun, but because I'm in two-gun, doing it all with handgun. I actually enjoyed shooting this more with the handgun, frankly. I don't know. I enjoy a good pole vaulting length shotgun as much as the next TAC Op shooter, but I can't help but to be blunt when I say that like the pole vaulting shotgun and the way that three-gun rules have addressed and regulated shotguns is the reason why three-gun declined in popularity. Just calling it like I see it. It's the shotgun. It was the problem. Which is too bad, because in a vacuum, I actually don't mind some of the shotgun things. I just wish they did more stuff with, like, buckshot or less targets in a stage. Like, jungle runs like this with a shotgun are where you load yourself up with 50 shells, and it's ridiculous. It's dumb. It's expensive. You get the idea. Anyway, I enjoyed running this one with a pistol, and it was actually kind of fun. So, yeah. This stage was super fun, but because I was shooting in two-gun, I didn't have to shoot at two aerial clays, which is too bad because I actually would have enjoyed trying to shoot at the aerial clays with pistol, but due to the setting and the range and the backstops, that wasn't going to be an option here. The only other thing worth mentioning on this stage is that I chose to load up with 75 grain ammo, and I'll talk more about that in a minute. To shoot the rifle in this stage. Normally I shoot 55 grain ammo. 75 grain ammo is heavier, hits with more authority and force, and it helped me knock over the spinner that you'll see me shoot in a second here very quickly, which was pretty great. Also, you'll see that when the camera pans down a bit, I'm kicking my legs up and having my feet in the air. That's just to stay within the box there. So, do what you gotta. Alright, my last stage for day one here was a bit of a long run stage. My only real regret was that I did the pistol kind of poorly in this little middle section here where I was kind of wandering and walking and moving slowly here. I frankly would have been faster if I had just posted up, shot them quickly from a standing position, and then run up to another position to finish everything off here. That's really my only regret in this stage. Everything else went about as well as it was going to.
Nice.
Ready. Stand by.
Alright, first stage of day 2 here. This starts off with some pistol. That was kind of an afterthought for the 2 gunners. And then you run over and do rifle. So I need to explain something here. I showed up to this match with 55 grain ammo that I knew didn't do well in my gun. I had bought, through the match, they offered, hey, you can buy some ammo and pick it up on site. I bought some 75 grain ammo I specifically wanted to use for this match, and I wanted to re-zero for it. However, I knew there was a 0 range. I didn't realize that the 0 range, well, first of all, on the day that I showed up and tried to re-zero, it was super windy. Huge, huge, huge crosswind. 2, there was literally, this was the 0 range, just off to the right of this range. It is steel targets only. There's no paper targets. There's no target stands. There's no way to get a paper target up there. So I got this 75 grain ammo that's going to hit in a different spot than my than my 55 grain ammo, and I had no way to re-zero for it. One of my only kind of gripes for the match was that, like, I wouldn't have bothered. I needed that ammo quantity-wise just to finish the match, and my plan was to re-zero for it and then use that 55 grain stuff I brought as burner ammo. Yeah, that didn't work out for all the reasons I just explained. I think my only point of improvement here that I would really try for myself is, or for my only point of feedback for the match really is, like, a 0 range somewhere. I think they had free bays they could have used as like a paper 0 range. That would have been a lot better than just the steel targets. Like, you can't 0 on a steel target. So anyway, struggled on this one, did very poorly, almost timed out, but I finished it, so that's nice.
Quarter target. No call. You're low, a quarter target. Left edge. Left edge. Left edge. Low right edge. Right, quarter target.
Alright, this stage was pretty straightforward. I actually believe I chose to shoot this all with 75 grain ammo again. Because it was close enough, it didn't matter. Anyway, I actually did a mulligan on this stage, because the first time I did it I kind of screwed up. And so I used my one mulligan to reshoot this one. The big challenge on this stage, only thing worth really mentioning as far as the challenges on this stage is concerned, is the Texas Star at the end here, where you had limited engagements on the plates. You had to really shoot it bottom to top if you didn't want it to become trapped with invisible plates for you. Anyway. Alright, stage 8 here was pretty much my least favorite stage of the match, and that's because, although it starts off pretty simple, it opens up to a variety of targets that you can see from multiple positions. It turns into a straight stage planning and memory stage. None of the shooting challenges on this stage, there really isn't any shooting challenges on this stage. The targets are huge, they're easy to hit there, but you have to remember which ones you've hit, and you're going to see them all from multiple positions. So it was about forming a stage plan and then sticking to it. And I didn't do that very well because I left one steel target for rifle left standing. You'll see at the very end, actually, the camera woman points out that I missed a silhouette. I thought that she was talking about one that either I couldn't see, or that she was talking about a steel silhouette for pistol, which are the black, like, IPSC shaped ones here. I didn't realize she was talking about one of the ones I could see that was rifle and, like, kind of right ahead of me. Because I thought I had engaged that from another position, and it turns out I didn't, or I double engaged a target, either or. So, oh well. I don't like memory stages. I'm just going to be honest with you. All right, stage 9 was a aiming and accuracy challenge because it was from 3 different positions. Basically, you're gonna well, first of all, there was a little bit of difficult pistol in the beginning, kind of longer range, smaller targets, and then you had to re-engage 3 targets from 3 different positions with rifle, a little bit of a standing rifle on some other targets off to the side in between. Some of the targets, especially the left-hand one you're shooting at with rifle, were very small, so it was pretty challenging to see them. The advantage of being an open, especially here, is that I can have a bipod, and the advantage of being under the age of 50 is that I can get in and out of prone position pretty quickly. I use that to my advantage. I shot all these from prone, which was with a bipod, very stable position, and
watch out for the ditch.
The stage went well for me. So, yeah.
Head. 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 Head.
Nice.
Head.
Nice.
All right.
All right, on to day 3, last day. I should mention, by the way, my first day we got to shoot just in the afternoon. My second day was entirely in the morning. I was a little bit more sleepy and kind of, I don't know. Maybe I'm more of an afternoon. Actually, I know I'm more of an evening person. And this day it was back in the morning. But regardless, so this stage, bunch of pistol in the beginning. You would switch to shotgun, except I get to keep the pistol. And they have a fun run here coming up in a second where you can choose to go over the edge of the berm or to go take a longer route that's a little bit safer. I went over the edge of the berm, almost ate shit. I didn't though. It was pretty fun. A fun little run. All right, last stage, stage 1 here. This should have been a shoot house kind of thing with like plastic up on the walls, but it was so windy, especially during the first day, that it was just getting torn apart. So they had to take it off, and that's why it looks like a skeleton of a structure. But the engagement still happened from the same position. I was a bit too slow on this rifle part here. It was kind of challenging for me for whatever dumb reason. And yeah, there's not too much else to say here. This is a stage where you really, really had to go fast because the difference between 35 seconds and the difference in 43 seconds is a lot of stage points here, so you really had to step on the gas. All right, closing thoughts. I loved shooting 2-gun as opposed to 3-gun, especially for these matches I have to travel for. The mental and stage planning stage 8 showed me that I still need to really work on that kind of thing. Just because I don't like those stages is not an excuse for doing poorly at them. And the difference between 55 grain ammo and 75 grain ammo is like $1 to $1.50 a shot. I need to just bite the bullet and buy this more expensive ammo. There are some other things you have to do after you do that, you know, having 2 different zeros and yada yada yada, running through all that stuff. But middle of the match, you really just kind of have to roll with what you got, and that's what I ended up doing. It cost me a little bit in some areas, having 2 different zeros and whatnot, but it is what it is. So, see you at the next one.